Okay, good evening, everyone. This is GP here from Career Launcher, and we are back with the next session or the third session of the Jugar way of doing DILR. Uh, I hope all of you have downloaded the exercise for this time, and you have gone through the previous ones also. Some of you may not have attended the previous session, in which case my suggestion is that you definitely go through the previous ones because it will be helpful. It will help you understand the process, and for all subsequent sessions, make sure you solve the exercise or the data set before you come for the session. Okay. So let me just share my screen and then we'll get started. Okay. Okay. It will be helpful if one of you can confirm if the. Okay, just a second. I think there's some issue out here because I'm unable to activate my pen. So I'll just stop this. Yes, I think this is the issue. Now it should be fine. Yes. Okay, let's get started now. Is okay. I think I need to uh, represent it. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, I think this should be fine now. Everything. I hope now you can see the screen also. And yes, for me this thing is also working, which is the pen. Okay, so let's get started with the session. And very quickly, just an overview. CAT 3 sections, and we are talking about the middle section, which is the DILR section, which which last year gave you 22 questions to be solved in 40 minutes, and these 22 questions were split between 5 sets of data. Okay, okay, so these are three sets of if I remember correctly, 4 questions each, and 2 sets of 5 questions. Okay, which would add up to 12 plus 10, 22 questions in 5 sets. Okay, and typically when you look at a DILR section, and when you look at these papers, CAT 2020 had 24 questions, which means it was 72 mark paper. CAT 21, 22, 23 had 20 questions each, which means each of them had a 60 marks paper. The total marks were 60 marks. CAT 24 was a 22 question paper, so it was 66 marks. And if you're able to get 50% marks, you would be anything between 97 to 99.5 plus percentile, okay, depending upon the level of difficulty. If you look at each of these CAT 20, 20, 70 to 36 marks would be just around 99 percentile. These 3 years, 30 marks. Above 34 30 marks would be about 97, 99, 99.5, and 66 means 33 marks would be 99 percentile, and would be about 98 percentile. Sorry. So the idea is that you should be able to pick the right sets of data, and since every extra question can get you to, or every extra set can get you to a much higher percentile, it is important to you to do the data sets the Jugar way so that you don't you are able to do the set faster and you are not left behind. Okay. And what is Jugaad? Just to again clarify something which I've said in each of them. Jugaad is a problem-solving approach. It is not anything. It's not some magic that we do. It's an approach. It's a logical way of solving the question, a systematic way of solving the question using all available information. And when we say all available information, it means the data, the question, the choices, etc. Everything to be looked at. The focus of Jugar is on solving questions and not on filling the table. Unfortunately, most of the students, when they are solving the conventional way, they are worried only about filling up the table. Filling up the table is a byproduct. I'll fill the table to the extent it is required, not otherwise. And if I am able to use the Jugar solution, you'll find that you can do a 15-minute set many times in less than 5 minutes. So the time saving is huge, and which is why Jugar is important, because if you can forget about 5 minutes, If you can do 2 sets of data in 7.5 minutes, you have got 10 questions, or worst case 8 questions in 15 minutes, 24 marks. You're already safe. And in the remaining 25 minutes, if you do 2 more sets, you will be definitely above 99.5 percentile. The important thing about Jugar is it helps you save a lot of time. Okay? Now, very quickly, something which I have said last time also, I'm again emphasizing on this. When you're doing a DILR, the tactical guide or the way is to first decipher the information given in the data set. First, understand what this data set is all about. Based on that, you go to the question, identify the information available. So you decipher the data, you identify the information in the questions, and then you work out how the data has to be tabulated, and after that you solve the question. So decipher the information, identify information from the questions. Layouting means tabulate the data in a neat and clean way so that there is no confusion for you, and then you resolve or solve the question, keeping in mind what the questions have asked you for. Okay. Now with this, okay, yes, I think this is important. I'll just go back here. Now, many of you have been asking me for the data set that I will be solving to be shared in advance. And those of you miss out, ask me where do we get it from. So you get it from OpenCat. My suggestion is that you scan the QR code. Okay. You will get into OpenCat. OpenCat is a repository of free content, free material for all of you. Anyone can go there, study yourself. And I dare say that if you are disciplined and consistent in your effort, OpenCat has sufficient material for you to complete your preparation end to end. Okay? And yes, once you get into OpenCat, you will be able to see this Jugar wala area, when you will see the description of the set, the question PDF, and the Jugar solution, all of them. So you need to go through that. If you have missed out the first one, this was first one, this is second, there's the third one, and after that we'll have the fourth one, and so on and so forth. So if you look at any of them, you can solve it. So this is what we will do today, and this is the one for the next one. So today is 17th, so on 24th of April we will do this one. So if you have not downloaded the exercise, please download the exercise for today's session, because it will be helpful for you. Okay, great. So now let's get down to the data set which we have planned to pick up. Okay. First thing is, we can see this particular grid which is given with some data given and some missing information. So missing data grid is something which is clear. Let's look at what the information is saying. A farmer has a rectangular land consisting of containing 205 trees. He distributed the land among his 4 daughters, A, B, C, and D, by dividing the land into 12 plots along 3 rows X, Y, Z. So 3 rows X, Y, and Z, and 4 columns 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it is 4 by 3, so 12 plots are there, and these 12 plots have been distributed between his 4 daughters A, B, C, D. The plots X, Y, Z contain mango, teak, and pine trees respectively. So X contains mango, Y contains teak, and Z contains pine trees respectively. Okay, and what does it say then? Each plot had trees in non-zero multiples of 3 or 4. None of the plots had same number of trees. So far, easy to understand. Mango, teak, and pine trees. Each plot has got number of trees in the multiples of either 3 or 4. So you cannot have 5 trees on any plot. Why? Because it is neither multiple of 3 nor 4. So 3 या 4 का multiple चाहिए है. And none of the plots had same number of trees. Each daughter got an even number of plots. Okay. So 12 plots divided between 4 daughters. So when I look at the 4 daughters A, B, C, D, the total number of plots is 12. So, and each one of them have got an even number of plots. That means the minimum will be 2 for anyone. It can be, so what they can get, 2, 4, 6, and so on and so forth. Okay. But each daughter got an even number of plots. So none have got 0, minimum 2 plots. So everyone is definitely there. Okay. In the figure, the number mentioned in the top left-hand corner of the plot is the number of trees in that plot. Okay. So X1 has 12 trees, Y1 has 21 trees, Z3 has got 9 trees, and Z4 has got 28 trees. So we understand that number on top left-hand is the number of trees on that plot. So what is X1? it has got 12 mango trees because the first row has only mango trees. Y1 is 21 teak trees because the row Y has only teak trees, and Z3 is pine trees, 9 pine trees, and Z4 plot has 28 pine trees. Okay. While the letter at the bottom right hand corner is the first letter of the name of the daughter who got the plot. Easy to understand. That means this particular plot was given to C. X1. Y1 was given to A. Z1 was given to B. Z2 was given to C. Y4 was given to A. We do not know how many plots are there on the, how many trees are on their plot, but this was given to A. Okay. So data is easy to understand. Deciphering is not an issue. We have understood the data. For example, Abha got the plot in row 1, row Y, column 1 containing 21 trees, which is what it is. Y1, 21 trees, Abha has got. Some information the figure got is, but the following is known. So we have got 9 statements. 9 statements. So obviously, sufficient data it appears to be able to fill up the table. Okay? And we should be able to solve. But look at the questions. Before we do anything, let's have a quick look at the questions. What do the questions tell me? How many mango trees are there? Definite answer, which means I should be able to find out the total number, the summation of these 4. Which of the following is the correct sequence of trees received by A, B, C, D in that order? So that's again telling me I should be able to identify very clearly how many trees A, B, C, D have obtained. And hence, it also means by and large, I should be able to find out which plot goes to whom. Okay. Statement C. How many pine trees did Chitra receive? Where's pine tree? Pine trees were in row Z. So Chitra is here, but Chitra could be any here. So I need to find out how many pine trees did Chitra receive. Who got the plot with the smallest number of trees? How many trees did this plot have? Now, what are these 4 questions telling me? They are telling me sufficient data to fill up the table. Cannot be determined is not an option. That means all of them are solvable. Similarly, for question 5. Question 6, which column had the highest number of trees? This is the only one which is telling me maybe there might be something which I may not be able to find. But by and large, questions 1 to 5 are telling you, kya ye solve ho jayega. Okay? Great. Now let's see how do we solve it. Let us first look at the conventional or the regular approach of solving the question. Let me jot down the data which is there. Jot down the data which is important from here. Let me pick that up also. Okay. Was it total of 205 trees? So I'll write down. So it is 205 trees. And for 12 plots. Okay. X is only mango. Okay, let me write it. X contains only mangoes. Y is teak. And Z is pine. Okay. This is what it says. X, Y, Z contains mango, pine. Each plotted tree is a non-zero multiple of 3 and 4. So 205 trees. Each plot has the trees have to be multiples of 3 or 4. Every number in this grid has to be a multiple of either 3 or 4. Okay. Okay. Each daughter got an even number of plots. So if each daughter has to get an even number of plots, let me say A, B, C, D. Other 4. The total number of plots is 12. Right? What are the possibilities? How can we get? Can I get 2, 2, 2, 6 and 6, 12? Yes. Any other case possible? It can be 2, 2, 4, 4. Okay. So I'm not saying this is A. A is getting 2. I'm saying the 12. The number 12 plots can be broken up into these 3. Now, can it be 4, 4, 4? No, that the 4th person will have to be 0. That means the only 2 possibilities of the breakup of plot between the 4 sisters is going to be 3 of them getting 2, 1 getting 6, or 2 of them getting 2 and 2 of getting 4. Okay. So that's what we have got so far. Yeah. Okay. Then we don't have any further information here. Now let's look at further. Abha got 20 trees more than Chitra, but 6 less than Deepti. So Abha has got 20 trees more than Chitra. So Chitra plus 20 is equal to Abha, but 6 trees less than Deepti, and Abha has got 6 less than Deepti. Okay. So Abha is C plus 20 as well as D minus 6. So A, C, and D, there's some connection which is there. Okay. Statement 1 we have done. The largest number of trees in the plot was 32, but not with Abha. Okay. So maximum number of trees is 32, but it is not with Abha. Right? The number of teak trees in column 3, teak trees is the Y column, was double that of column 2, but half of column 3. Column 3 is double of column 2. So if this is X trees, this will be 2X trees and this will be 4X trees. Okay. Both Abha and Veena got higher number of plots than Deepti. Two people have got higher number of plots than the other two. Which of these two cases will hold? Obviously, this cannot hold because here 3 people have got the same number of plots. 2 people got higher number of plots than one of them, means this is the only case possible. So we can say with respect to number of plots, the first case is incorrect. Okay. With respect to the number of plots, the first case is incorrect. So if I look at A plus B plus C plus D, in terms of number of plots is 12 plots. And what has to be the breakup? What is it? A and B got higher number of plots than D. So A should be 4, B should be 4, D should be 2, and C should be 2. The 2, 2, 4, 4 is the only combination which is possible in terms of number of plots. Okay. Only B, C, and D got corner plots. I will write it as this means A did not get any corner plot. So A does not get the highest number of trees. A does not get the corner plot. Deepti got 2 adjoining plots on the same line. Okay, same row. So Deepti's 2 adjoining. I'll just so Deepti. Let me write it here. Okay, let me just space constraint थोड़ा सा ले लेता हूँ. And A is not equal to corner. Okay, and Deepti got 2 adjoining plots in the same row. Okay. Veena was the only one who got a plot in each row and column. Veena, B got 1 in each row and column. Chitra and Deepti did not get plots which were adjacent to each other either in row, column, or diagonal. Okay. So B and D did not get plots which are adjacent to each other. Number of mango trees is double the number of oak trees. Okay, great. Mango has to be, if this is mango is, if teak is Y, mango has to be 2Y. Okay. And the total number of trees obviously is 205. So let's start from here, X, 2X, and 4X. What are the possible values? Okay, let's look at this, X, 2X, and 4X. I'll just write it a little. C plus 20 is equal to A equal to D minus 6. Yeah, Himanshu, please attend. You can attend, but बाद में पुराने वाले भी देख लेना. It will be helpful for you. Okay. Okay. So what do you say? What are the possibilities of X, 2X, and 4X? Remember, each number has to be a multiple of either 3 or 4. So if X is 3, 2X will be 6, 4X will be 12. This case is not possible. Why? Because 12 trees are already here. Each plot needs to have different number of trees, distinct number of trees. So this is not a viable case for me. Next is 4, 8, 16. Neither of them is repeated, so this is possible. Next will be 6, 12. Again, 12 cannot be there. So this case is also out. Next will be 4, 6, 8. 8, 16, 32. This is also viable. Is this viable? If I put 8, 16, and 32, that means A has got 32 trees, but the statement above is telling us that A does not get 32 trees. So this case is also not viable. Okay. Then we have 6, 9, 18, 36. Not possible. Why? Because the maximum number of trees is 32. If X is 9, then the maximum number of trees becomes 36. Not possible. So which is the only case available to us? 4, 8, 16. So X is equal to 4, 2X is equal to 8, and 4X equal to 16. Okay. Right? So what is the total out here? Because we know mango is double of 40, 16 and 4, 20, 28 and 1, 21, 49. So this should be 98. And I can find this number then. For 98 plus 49 will be 147. 205 minus 47 will be 53 plus 5, 58. So 58 pine trees. Okay. I'll just keep erasing this stuff so that we have some space to keep working. Okay. Now, right now, I'm doing the regular or the conventional solution. We'll come to the Jugar solution. Sanat, I hope this is clear. Look at statement number 2. Largest number of trees on a plot was 32, but not with Abha. If you put 8, 16, 32, then Abha will get 32 trees, which is incorrect as per statement 2. So 32 trees for Abha violates condition 2, hence 8, 16, 32 is ruled out. Okay. Okay. So this is what we have. Now what do we do? Now you need to start making cases. Okay. Now you need to start looking at possibilities. Okay. Number of mango trees is double of number of oak trees we have done. So number of trees is here. So what do we have here? 28 and 9, 37 and 58. So this has to be total of these two have to add up to 21. So can I start making cases? What are the possibilities? Look at 3 and look at the numbers which have not been used. What have we used? Among the multiples of 3, what have we have not used? 3, 6, 9 has been used, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, let me just put 12 first because that will be easier. So 4 has been used, 8 has been used, 16 has 12. 4, 8, 12, 16 all have been used. So ठीक है उधर से चलते हैं. 3, 6, 9, 9 is done, 12 is done, 15, 16 has been used, 18, 21 is there already used, 24 still to be used, 24, then 27 and 32. 30 and 32. Why am I looking at these numbers? Because all these are multiples of 3 and 4 and they have not been used so far. So what combination of is possibly going to be 21? This could be one combination for 21. So these two could be accordingly. Okay. Similarly, when you look at this part and say D gets, if you remember, D gets 2 adjoining plots. It could be either these two or these two or these two. Then we have another thing called C and D did not get plots which are adjacent to each other. So I can say which are the places D does not get. D does not get. It says C statement 8. C and D do not get plots. So D cannot come here, cannot come here, cannot come here, cannot come here. So the only two places possible for D are these two. Because C and D cannot be adjacent to each other. So not possible for C, D, not possible for D, not possible for D. And since D has to have 2 adjoining plots in the same row, this is the only possibility. So what will be the sum of all these? We need to now find out again this. Okay. So 98 minus 12, 98 minus 12, what will be the sum of these 3? It will be 86. Again, you can have to start making cases. So when you look at this, doing this check by conventional regular method, cases बना के मर जाओगे. ठीक है, अब इसको छोड़ते हैं और कांच पे आके जुगाड़ सॉल्यूशन लगाते हैं. ठीक है, now let's look at the जुगाड़ solution. Again, the data is the same. Okay, data is the same which we have. I'll again jot down the relevant stuff. There are 4 of them, A, B, C, D, 12 plots. So the number of plots can be 2226 or 2244. And as we said earlier, the number of plots for A, B, C, D. Let me write down here. Will be 4, 4, 2, 2. Using this particular statement. Okay. Now what have I missed? जुगाड़ सॉल्यूशन में पहली चीज क्या कहनी चाहिए थी जो मैंने मिस कर दी है? Any one of you? Anyone? If you have seen the previous solution, you should have pointed it out to me first. We should have found out what are the questions telling us. So पहला काम यही है कि question से information उठाना है. Question 1 is saying how many mango trees are there in total. So I need to find the summation of this. Mango is row X. Okay. So it told us this is mango. This is mango. This is teak. This is pine. So we need to find the total of the number of trees in question number 1. summation of the number of trees out here. Okay. Question 2, which of the following is the correct sequence of trees received from by okay. Now there's a very, very good question for me. This is my Jugar question. Why am I saying that? If this question is able to solve, if I get even one number here, supposing I'm able to say that A got 50 trees, then this has to be the answer. If you say A got 60 trees, then this is the only possible choice. So question number 2 is a Jugaad question because it will help me eliminate choices if I get any one number. And same thing I would say for question number 3 also. How many pine trees did Chitra receive? Definite numbers. Okay? Definite numbers, and hopefully I'll be able to eliminate choices also out here. So question number 2 and 3 clearly are likely to be my Jugaad question. Question number 4. Who got the plot with the smallest number of trees? And how many trees did that plot have? We'll have to solve this. Which of the following statements is not true? Again, we'll need to solve this completely. Which column had the highest number of trees? Now, questions jo hain, 4, 5, 6 is something which I'll have to solve completely. Question numbers 2 and 3 are likely to be the question which will help me solve the data set. Okay. And question number 1, how many mango trees? Again, I should be able to solve it. Okay. Now let's get down to work. Okay. And quickly writing down the data as earlier. The number of plots, number of trees, plots for A, B, C, D. 4, 4, 2, 2 as we did earlier. Okay. I hope this is fine. The number of plots for A, B, C, D. Okay. Now, Abha got 20 trees more than Chitra, but 6 less than Deepti. So, Chitra plus 6 is equal to Abha, and which is equal to Deepti minus 6. Abha got 6 trees less than. The largest number of trees in a plot was 32, not with Abha. Maximum is equal to 32, but not equal to Abha. Number of trees in column 3 was double of column 2 and half of column 3. Number of trees in column 3, number of teak trees, which is Y, in column 3 is double of column 2. So if this is 2x, column 2 will be x and column 4 will be 4x. Both A and B got higher number of plots than Deepti. Using this, we have identified these number of plots for A, B, C, D are 4, 4, 2, 2. Now, what does this tell you? For Chitra, we already have one plot. The other plot is what I need to find. Okay, Chitra has got one plot with 12 trees. Which is the other one? Chitra has to get 2 plots, and Chitra has got the second plot out here. So if I can find this, it should help me. Now please look at question number 3. How many pine trees did Chitra receive? Chitra will receive pine trees from here only. What are these 12? In column, in row X, Chitra has got 12 mango trees. So this should be pine trees. Right? So if Chitra has got 15 pine trees and 12 mango trees, the total number of trees with Chitra will be 27. Is that fine? Question number 3. If Chitra has got 15 pine trees and it already we know that she's got 12 mango trees, then the total should be 27. But look at question number 2. This is Chitra. 27 is not an option available, so this is wrong. If Chitra got 21 pine trees and 12 mango trees, total number of trees with Chitra has to be 33. Again, 33 is missing, so choice 2 is wrong. Third choice, 30 pine trees and 12 mango trees makes it a total of 42. Again, 42 is missing, so this is wrong. So this should be the answer, which means Chitra's got 18 pine trees, and if I add the 12 mango trees, total becomes 30. Great, we have solved 2 questions. बिना ज्यादा दिमाग लगाए choice 2 और 3 ने मेरे 2 सवाल solve कर दिए. Okay, so I know Chitra has got 30 trees out here. Sorry, Chitra has got 18 trees. 18 this one. Secondly, I also know the total number of trees is 205. A would get 50 trees based on choice 1. B would get 69 trees. C would get 30 trees. And D would get 56 trees. 30 and 56. Right? 2 questions solved. Okay. Now, what else do we have? How many mango trees are there in total? Okay. चलो आगे चलते हैं. Only, okay, statement 4, only B, C and D got corner plots. Again, as I said, A does not get corner. A does not get corner plot. Deepti got 2 adjoining plots in the same row. 2 adjoining plots, same row. How many plots does D get? D has to get 2 plots only. So D will get 2 plots. For C, we have already found both the plots. So we need not worry about it. Okay. Okay. Beena is the only one who got a plot in each row and column. We'll come back to it later. Chitra and Deepti did not get the plots which were adjacent to each other either in row. Chitra and Deepti did not get plots which are adjacent to each other. Okay. So Deepti cannot come in this place or here or here. So the only place where Deepti can get 2 adjoining plots in the same row are going to be X3 and X4. Right? So we have got the 2 plots of Deepti also identified. How many trees are there on that? We'll come to it later. Number of mango trees is double of teak trees. Now, if number of mango trees is double of teak trees, look at the choices. Most probably this will be the answer. Why? 49 का डबल 98 दिया हुआ है. 126 का half या double नहीं है, 84 का half double नहीं है. So most probably this will be the answer, but I can still find out. Okay. Now we can come back to this statement, this particular y. Okay. So if you look at question, the statement y, this x, 2x, 4x, what can be x, 2x and 4x? As we calculated earlier, these have to be 4, 8 and 16. So x is equal to 4. This is 8. This is 16. 16 for 20, 28, 49, 98. 98 is the answer, and which is what, this is something which was very, very obvious. You should have been able to pick it up. Okay. If this is 98 and the total number of trees is 205, which means the number of pine trees is 53. Sorry, 58 now. 147, 58, sorry. So 28 plus 9, 37. 37 plus 18 makes it 55. So this is 3 trees. The total is 58. 28, 9 and 18 are already there. So this has to be 3. Okay. So Z1 is 3. So remember question number 4. Who got the plot with the smallest number of trees? Beena has got the plot with the smallest number of trees, which is 3 trees only. Okay. So we have solved 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. We have questions 5 and 6 to be worried about. Okay. Now, D has got 56 trees and all. So these two, X3 plus X4 has to be 56. Okay. Or the sum of these two has to be equal to 56. So if this is 98, what will be this number? 56 plus 12, 68. This will be 30. Who gets this plot? We'll come to it later. Okay. So we have numbers in all the plots. We don't know who's got which plot. But do I now need to worry about कि A, B, C, D को किसको कौन सा plot मिला? कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता ना. Because the two questions are this. Which of the, okay, question 5. Which of the following statements is not true? Let's see. Chitra got 12 mango trees. Yes, Chitra has got 12 mango trees. Is correct. So this cannot be the answer. Deepti got 56 mango trees. Yes, Deepti is out here. She's got 56 mango trees. Cannot be the answer. Abha got 41 teak trees. I need to do this. I need to look at this. Beena got 32 pine trees. Beena gets 32 pine trees again. Now I'll need to work. I thought कि इससे काम चल जाएगा लेकिन नहीं चल रहा, कोई बात नहीं. Now coming back to this, Beena has got a plot in each row and each column. And second thing is, Abha has got 50 trees and all. Right? Which are the trees which Abha has got? Abha has got 21 out here and 16 out here. 37. So out of Abha has got 4 plots. In 2 of the plots, she's got 37 trees. That means the remaining 2 plots, she should get 13 trees so that the total becomes 50. Right? 13. Look at the numbers. Which add up to 13? Obviously, this 4 plus 9 is 13. No other combination. That means this is Abha. This is Abha. Okay. And question number 3. Abha got 41 TQs. Let's verify. 21 and 16, 37 and 4, 41. This is correct. This is wrong. Correct answer, choice 4. Last statement, last question. Which column had the highest number of trees? Let's check out. It says 2, 3, 4 cannot be determined, so I'm not bothered about 1. Even if you want to check, however you can check it, 21 plus 12, 33 plus 3, 36. Next one, 30, 34, 42, 52. Okay, now we have a problem. This is 8 plus 9, 17 plus something. And this is 16 plus 28 is 44 plus something. Now 56. What can be the breakup of 56? Remember, the highest number is still pending. 32 has not come anywhere. So this 56 is nothing but 32 plus 24. That means this can be each of these. This total is 56. That means this is 24 and this is 32, or this is 32 and this is 24. So what can be the total out here? The max. Okay. The maximum value of trees out here can be 32 plus 8, 40 plus 9, 49. The maximum possible here is 49. What about the minimum out here? 28 and 16, 44 plus 24. This will be definitely greater than 28 plus 16, 44 plus 24, definitely greater than 68, greater than equal to. So which column has highest number of trees? Column 4. Okay. Now this is the Jugar method. If you just compare this method with the earlier method, you realize how stupid we are if we don't look at the question and the choices. Okay. Very quickly, I'll give you the outline once again. Once again, I'll quickly give you the outline. 12 plots. Okay. Using this statement, using statement number 4, we could say that plot distribution could be 222, or 2244. This is not possible because statement 4 is saying A and B got higher number of plots than B. As per this 2226, only one person gets higher number of plots. That means the only possibility is 2244. So A and B will get 4 plots each. C and D will get 2 plots each. Okay, this is the first thing. Okay. Then the important questions for us were these two. Okay. The moment I know Chitra has got only 2 plots, one plot is already here. This is the other plot. And question 3 says how many pine trees did Chitra receive? I can find the total number of trees with Chitra can be either 12, 15 plus 12, 27. If this is 15, this already is 12. Similarly, it can be 21 plus 12, 33, or 30 plus 12, 42, or 18 plus 12, 30. These are the only 4 possibilities. And question 2 is saying correct sequence of trees received by A, B, C, D in that order. So this is C, this is C, this is C, this is C. 27 is missing. 37, 33 is not there in any of them. This is not there. It is only 30. So 2 questions solved. The moment I solve these 2 questions, it opens up things for me. So I will say this is now 12 and this is gone. So this becomes the number of this becomes 18. Okay. And I know the number of trees are 50, 69, 30, and 56. Then when you look at Chitra and Deepti, you did not get the plot. Okay, sorry. Maximum number of trees is 32. Not equal to Abha. Number of trees in column 3, double of column 2. So X, 2X. Excuse me. Okay, X, 2X, 4X. And if this is 2Y, this is Y. Because this is mango, teak, and pine. Okay. The only possibility of this X, 2X, 4X is going to be 16. Okay. And then you can say C and D do not get plots which are adjacent. So D cannot get to any of these. And D needs 2 adjoining plots. So these two have to be D, and their summation has to be 56. Okay, and that means the only place where you'll be able to fit 32 is obviously here. So this is a sequence. Okay, Ruchi says, how do we determine C got only 2? Ruchi, you joined in late, kya? Okay. Yeah, Ruchi, did you join in late or did you join early? Oh, yeah, you are here right from the beginning. And Anusmita, same question to you. Either two of you have joined in late or you have refused to read the data given to you. If you don't read the data, Ruchi and Anusmita, बहुत struggle होगा, कुछ नहीं होगा. Yeah. Anusmita, please read this line. Please get into the habit of reading the data carefully. And this is also telling me that you are not paying attention if you joined in early. Okay. So this is very clearly telling you each plot has P's and non-zero multiples of 3 and 4. So obviously 5 cannot be there. It can either be 3, 4, 3. Okay. So very quickly, the possibilities for that are going to be x, 2x, 4x can be 3, 6 or 12. But 12 is already here, so not possible. 6, 12 again goes out. 9, 18, 36 not possible because the maximum number of plots is 32. Okay. And similarly, 4, 8, 16 is correct. If I look at this. And if I look at 8, 16, 32, what does that mean? 8, 16, 32 will mean A will get 32, which is not possible. Okay. Okay. So I was just saying, to me, the starting point for this data set was question number 2 and 3. You do these two and rest of the things will fall in place. Okay. Is this fine with everyone? Okay. Okay. Anusmita, Albaz, Ruchi. Okay. Okay. Anusmita, तुम्हारा सवाल रह गया. Let me take care of your question also, Anusmita, though I've covered it earlier. Anusmita, it clearly tells me, if you look at this particular data set, it tells us each daughter got an even number of plots. Now, Smita, there are 12 plots in all. 12 plots in all. So, what can be the distribution? Each has to get minimum 2 because even number of plots. So, 2, 2, 2 and 6 is one possibility. Other could be 2, 2, 4, 4. So, these are the only two possibilities that three daughters get 2 plots, one gets 6 plots. And this tells me that 2 daughters get 2 and 2 daughters get 4. Now look at statement number 4. Abha and Beena got higher number of plots than Deepti. Which of the two will will work? Obviously this one. Because Abha and Beena, two of them have to get higher number of plots. In the first case, 2, 2, 2, 6, that is not possible. So out. So Abha and Deepti have to get higher number of plots. That means Abha 4 plots, Beena 4 plots, Chitra 2 plots, Deepti 2 plots. So I know Chitra will get only 2 plots. One is given here, one is given here. Hence, question number 3 can be used to get to the answer. Okay. Okay. Ruchi, I hope this is clear to you also. Okay. So my suggestion is go through this again. Please go through the first 3 sessions or first 2 sessions also. यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा सब कुछ तुमको. If you have not done it already, please scan this QR code. Go to OpenCAD. The first 2 sessions are here. This is the 3rd session and this is the next week session. First, please go through all these 3, understand how I am doing it and see if you can apply some of this Jugar in the next week session, which we'll pick up on 24th. Okay. Okay, so I guess I've covered doubts. And agar koi doubt hai na, please leave your comments also. And also, if you can leave your comments and tell me ki aur kya chahte ho main karu. What are the other things you want me to cover? I will be happy to look at them also. And in case you have any doubts, you can always connect with me at. And my email ID is gp@careerlauncher.com. Okay. ठीक है. So चलो फिर, all the best. And my suggestion for each of these sets, just to close it, do each of these sets by the conventional and regular method to understand how do you go about doing it, and also do it with the Jugaad solution, because paper में जहाँ पे जुगाड़ लगेगा वहाँ पक्का लगाना है, but it will work only in 1 to 2 out of 5 sets. 2 out of 5 sets you will most probably be able to apply Jugaad, and that is good enough, because इसका मतलब 2 set 15-17 maximum 20 मिनट में 20 minutes में we will be able to do 2 sets, and after that even if you do 1 set we are safe. Okay then, so that's it from my side. And yes, DILR 1000 को कैसे भूल गया. Yes, you can, if you want more of such stuff, you want a structured program, Gautam Baba, Gautam Puri, Ravi Teja, all of us are running on working on this program, and it is available for enrollment. Focus is on DILR completely. Okay, chalo phir. Okay, thank you, good night, all the best. I'll close the session now. And yeah, I hope to see you next week also. Okay. Hope to see you next week also. So next week, all the best. Go through all these sessions. And अगले बार करना, please solve करके आना data set. You will be able to learn much more if you solve the set before coming for the session. Okay then, guys and girls, good night.